Someone's in there for therapy. Hey, what's up? What do you need? What brings you here?
It's kind of like I don't know, there's a lot of context to provide. It's about like me and my girlfriend. That's okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so I'm 29. My girlfriend's 27. We met whenever I was 21 and she was 19.
Okay.
We've had a really good pretty good relationship so far. We went through a break 2 years ago where it wasn't like a friends break where you don't really know if they're on a break or not, but we had like rules and everything like that, and it worked out well. We had this reoccurring theme in our relationship where it felt like I was being undervalued in the relationship. I didn't really feel equal. It felt like it was two-faced a lot of the times. Like when we were on our own, she was a much different person than like her friends and family. So that kind of got worked out. But then now we're at this like weird stage where it seems like she doesn't have a lot of motivation to want to, I guess, do stuff in her life, if that makes sense. Like she wants to, like, she's an artist and she wants to create things, but she doesn't want to put herself out there. And at the same time, like I'm pretty much paying for all the bills. I'm trying to be supportive and allow her to have her creative freedom, but at the end of the day, like she has to get going, and I don't know how really to navigate that because I don't want to be her parent, but at the same time, I don't want to be in the same situation that we're currently in 5 years from now, you know?
Okay. What do you mean by lacking motivation? Like, what is she doing currently with her life?
She so she went to school, she got her bachelor's 2 years ago in graphic design.
Okay.
And she's currently an office manager slash graphic designer for the Russian School of Math. Like it's an after school program for kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know they needed a designer for that.
Yeah, sometimes they put on like after school specials for their students, and then she creates like the graphic designs for that.
All right. And you're basically saying that that's not like enough money to contribute to a relationship, or what?
It's more so, it's not really like of course like more money would be great if we want to get a house and like start, I guess, just having our own space. Like we really want to have like a farm and just have the acreage and live off the land, so to speak.
Surprisingly
Kind of like what you
expensive.
talk about a lot.
Yeah. Really expensive to do that, but yeah.
Yeah. I like, for me, if it was just me, right, living on my own, I could do that in like 7-10 years. Depends on, of course, the state, but it's realistic. But then whenever you put both of us into that same equation, it becomes a little bit more difficult. Just in full transparency, I make 150K a year, and then I'm up for a promotion where I'll be probably making like 300K a year, and then she's currently making 55K a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not so much the money aspect. When we first met, she had this wonderful goal of like she wanted her own studio, she wanted to put her art out there. She didn't want to make a ton of money from art, but she just wanted to be creating all the time. And now it feels like it's kind of like pulling teeth for her to create. And it's a two-way street, right? Like it's on me too, but I feel like I do a really good job of, being proud whenever I do see her working on her artwork or creating that safe environment for her to work on art, but she just doesn't.
What kind of art did she like originally?
She's really into watercolor, so that's probably her media of choice right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of jobs that let you do that kind of art.
Yeah, no, whenever we first met, she talked about how she wanted to have her own like art studio where she could just sell paintings and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, like as much as I could be biased, but she's really, really talented, like super talented. She just doesn't want to.
And
I think she's afraid of
you said she
rejection.
was like 21 when you met her?
She was 19. I was 21.
Oh, okay, you're the older one. Okay, yeah, she's 19. Yeah, well, that's a fantasy. It's not really a thing. People are hopeful and think it might be when they just like creating when they're young, but then as they get older, they realize that that's not really like a viable career. Like people don't do that, especially with AI now. Like no, like that's getting even less and less of a career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Chad's right. Her dream basically just fell victim to reality, like a lot of people's do. And now she's like, I don't really know what to do because that was like probably all of her passion and her creativity growing up. And then when you find out it's not really worth anything, as far as monetary value or purpose in the world, you kind of get a little dejected.